So why tell the truth now, right? Why do this show now? Well, last year when I was writing it, I wasn't doing particularly well, and then I got a message from my dad that changed how I saw things. Now, that might not seem like a particularly big deal, but the thing you have to understand about my specific dad is he died 7 years before that. Oh, okay. That does sound like a show, actually. A quick question, Stuart. Sort of still reeling from the whole doesn't have a wife thing. Thought this would all be about beer mat flipping, which my dad taught me, by the way. I just want to check. Is it going to be all about dead dad grief stuff straight away? Because that sounds quite heavy. No, relax. Very specific heckler, wherever you're sat. So yeah, I'm going to ease you in. That's the point of the show. I'm going to ease you in like getting into a pool, right? Centimetre by centimetre. First the toes, then the ankles, then the calves, then the penis, then the knees, so on. You can't just jump straight in, right? I finally feel licensed to talk about that on stage, but if I'm going to do that, I've got to stop lying. So this is going to be a show where I tell you truthful, uncomfortable things about myself in order of increasing vulnerability. So I'm going to start with vasectomy. No, I'm going to start with gilet, then I'm going to go on to vasectomy. Start with gilet. Then on to vasectomy, child-free, single, grief. That's the show. Should we start getting in the pool? I started wearing a gilet on stage maybe 10 years ago when I started doing shows. Look, any gilet fans in? I think that a gilet is the stupidest item of clothing that's ever invented, and I'm sorry for baiting you into that. 10 years ago, I was like, oh, I want to wear something that makes me look like an idiot, so everyone's like, heh, what an idiot, right? So I picked the gilet. It's a clown costume. But if I'm going to do this show properly and tell you the truth, then I need to do it without the gilet, without my body armour. So if it's okay with you, I'm going to take the gilet off. Is that okay? Sort of annoyed that that's technically the best joke I've ever written. It doesn't have any words in it, and officially my mum did half. And it means I now have to do a show in a vest. None of us wanted that. Partly because, like, before you're like, oh, this guy's like a nerd, right? But now you can all see that I've got tattoos. So you're like, oh, God, this guy could beat us up. And I will. That's the end of the show. The thing is, right, look, I am a very private person. In my normal life, very, very private. Every morning when I go into Costa, I give a fake name every single time. Don't know why I do that, right? In fact, I've given you a fake name there. I go to Starbucks. I wouldn't be seen dead in a Costa. You kidding me? The name I do give, though, is John Spencer. Now, you don't know this, but I did some research, found out the local area manager of all the Starbucks near me is called John Spencer. That gets you a good cup of coffee. But I lie all the time. I lie to my friends. Like if I'm out at a restaurant and everyone's saying, oh, what are you going to order? What are you going to order? I hate that question. So I lie. Right? I hate that question because I'm like, you're going to find out in 2 minutes. Why are we bothering with finding out this stuff? So I'm like, oh, I don't know, the scallops. And then a big conversation breaks out about the way I'm pronouncing scallops. And then the waiter comes over, I'm like, the steak, please. And my friend's like, what? You said, we had a whole conversation about the way they pronounce scallops, and now you ordered the steak. Are you telling the truth about anything, Stuart? Did you even get here by hot air balloon? I'll never tell.